So Travis and I did a thing. Went to Kentucky, met some friends for the first time in IRL, and we bought some shit. So let's get into it. Welcome back to Whiskey Happens. I'm Garrett. He's Travis. We spent money. This is going to be a haul video. We haven't had one in quite some time. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Not that we haven't picked up some things along the way. I think we just forgot to make a damn video. So we're doing it.
It's much easier when we're together to make these videos, just FYI.
Because we tend to spend more money when we're together.
One. And two, we tend to egg each other on what to buy. So some of these things you'll see as duplicates. Some of these we're going to say that we both got them because we don't want to put all the bottles on the table, but we're trying to, just give you guys a quick tutorial on what we got, maybe a little bit why we got it, if we've got time. But first and the most easiest is we went to Buffalo Trace. We did a tour there, really nice. It was a tasting tour. It was really fun. We got to try all of just the normal Buffalo Trace that they had there. But what they do is really cool is every day they drop something new in their store that you can pick up. So Gary and I both got a couple bottles of, well, you can only get one each, but we both got a bottle of E.H. Taylor.
And Eagle Rare.
Yep.
Side note, I don't know if we'll ever have a video that comes out that talks about our experience there, but I would say real quick, the one thing I didn't like is if you buy the tasting tour, one, get another tour if you can.
Yes.
Not like no shade being thrown, little shade, because at the end of the tasting, you only taste the things that they sell in the store, which if you're looking for like a Hancock or a Stag Junior, that is definitely not on the menu.
No.
So it's just when you see that little sign, maybe on your Facebook group or someone posted on Twitter or something like that of what Buffalo Trace has today, it's just those things plus Freddy's root beer.
Yep.
Not that any of them were bad, but if you're looking to taste something special, that was my takeaway. You're not going to.
No, I will say though, I got to taste this. And so this is something I wouldn't normally buy, but I bought there, really, really enjoyed this. I've got two now. I've actually cracked one of them. This with root beer, which you get to taste during the tasting, is really amazing. So right there, we just solved it for you. You get to taste Eagle Rare, you get to taste E.H. Taylor, Buffalo Trace, Freddy's root beer, this, and Buffalo Trace. So that's it. So if you've had all those, nothing against the tasting tour. You get to go see the vault, which you see all the old aged things that you can't ever get, which is really cool to see. But do one of the other tours. Next time we go, we're going to do one of the other tours because we just think it'd be really cool. Oh, and then
you honestly just made me think that I did not. I have something that I was going to show you that's comparable. And I think I've been mailing out some stuff to people, and I think someone got extra. So if that was you, good on you. I just looked while you were talking, and I realized
you didn't send it to me.
A bottle is missing.
You're supposed to send one to me. I know what you're talking about.
Someone got two.
Okay.
Because it was right here, and I am, God damn it. That's all I have to say.
All right. We digress. So outside of that,
exciting thing that we got to was that I don't know what we're going to officially call it, but for some of you who may know that live in Indiana, last year Benchmark got a similar treatment that Weller does. So Travis and I ventured to collect this. Mostly so we can taste it. I'm not sure if it's worth it. I'm sure it's already gone up in the obscurity of secondary. Not trying to hype it up because, again, have not tried it yet. You guys will see a video sooner or later from us about it. But we're talking about Benchmark. Here I have Benchmark 8 which you guys may be familiar with. It's not going to focus. Maybe I got to bring it back to my face. This is Benchmark Bonded. Also got the Benchmark Single Barrel, and the Benchmark Foolproof. Not sure how clear that is. Travis, you have
all of those. Plus, we have small batch and top floor. So we got all five, both of us. We got really lucky. The very last night before we were getting ready to head out the next morning, we stopped at just a random store as our last stop, and we found the rest of them that we needed. I had like 2. Gary had already had 3. He was looking for 2 more, and I was looking for. They had all of them, and we picked them all up at MSRP. Like Gary said, we went into a few stores and they're already at $40, $50 a bottle. So
I will disclaimer, the bottle and bond, I did pick up my first liquor store straight off the airplane, not at MSRP, but I had serious FOMO because I've heard about these bottles coming out. And obviously, if you don't live somewhere close to Kentucky or Indiana, you've probably never seen it, may have never heard of it, unless you, follow some social media people that have been able to get their hands on it.
Yep.
That's why I went there. Ice Cold Bourbon, looking at you. You were on the same mission, and we were able to get them.
Yeah, we'll have to have Cole on one of these, and we can do a tasting or a comparing, because he got the whole flight as well. So, for me, the next one is really exciting for me because we love this one bourbon. Both of us have really started liking it. You don't even have it here in Texas, and that's New Riff. So we got a couple other bottles of New Riff, but this is the one we're really excited about.
Forgot I even had it.
Yep. Molted Rye. Super excited about that one. Gary and I did a tour there. If you go do a tour at New Riff, probably the best tour that we did while we were there. Super knowledgeable, super fun. You get to walk all the warehouses. You get to see everything. They take you through a tasting. They actually let you taste a bunch of cool stuff as well. Gary got lucky enough to actually pull the barrel pick and we pulled directly from the barrel and tasted it. That was awesome. And spoiler alert, we might be doing a barrel pick at New Riff coming soon. So we'll let you know. I know.
I'm going to circle back to Buffalo Trace because I just like to round it out and get out of the way.
Yep.
I did get a bottle of Buffalo Trace at Buffalo Trace just for shits and giggles. However, we did also get a store pick of Buffalo Trace while we were downtown Louisville. Even if this focus or doesn't focus, you know what Buffalo Trace looks like. Did not taste it. I just bought it on site because I think my own personal mission is just to collect Buffalo Trace store picks.
Yep.
I've definitely had enough Buffalo Trace in my lifetime. Being a Texas alumni, Travis is very fortunate to know that Buffalo Trace just sits on the shelves there. It's not a thing that has gone into obscurity for Texas for whatever reason.
Very true.
Whenever we do open this, there will be a video for the store pick for sure.
To me, this is the cool part about it. It's actually a hotel pick. It came from one of the hotels in downtown Kentucky. And I think that's really the neat part about it is it's a pick from them. And so it's an art type of hotel in downtown Louisville. And I think that's just really cool. One of the other tours we did, I'm the only one from this one tour that picked up a bottle out of our group, but it's cute. I wanted to, Peerless. You can't really see it. It's the rye. We had a really good tour at Peerless. Peerless was let me put it this way. The Peerless tour was great. Corky, who is, the man at Peerless, owns Peerless, he actually came down and spent a lot of time with us, talking with us, going over the history of Peerless. Also just spending time talking to us about our dumb questions that we had. And I think that's amazing. I mean, you can tell it's family owned and operated. Once again, that's another tour I would say definitely do. You get a really cool tasting at the end. They do the taste. One thing I like about their tasting is you taste the expressions that you see that you see every day, but then you also get a handful of ones that are either just coming out or just specific to at the Peerless Distillery that you can pick up. So I think that's neat as well. Gary, any other thoughts around Peerless?
No, I mean, I think Peerless has never been something I have pined after. However, there was one, I'm going to call it a Christmas blend. I don't know a better way to say it, that I did like. They are a smaller, independent
craft distillery.
Yeah, craft distillery. That's the word that's like, all right, I don't agree with their prices. I'll just say it. I'm trying to skirt around it. And I don't mind the little guys trying to get after it. Although they are one of the oldest distilleries. So like, at what point do they cross over to not craft distillery, but just a major distillery?
Yep. They're one of the first 50 major distilleries within the United States. So, I mean, they've been around a long time.
Yeah, they've been around a long time. So nothing against them. It's just the price point as far as someone that's exploring bourbon, whiskey, or even rye. I don't think it's very approachable unless you're just like in the scene already. Yes. And our friend Spooky, he's a Peerless fan as well. So, to each their own. I'm not knocking it out whatsoever. I enjoyed the tour. Yep. And maybe we can go more in detail into it in another video.
Yeah. All right. What else you got on your end?
A lot of people have been asking me, it's like, oh, you went to Kentucky. What did you get? Like, tell me about all the unicorns. And I was like, the truth about Kentucky is unicorns require just as much work in Kentucky as they do in your hometown. However, another truth about Kentucky is there are some releases that are unique to Kentucky only. Yep. And for those of you who know, if you know, you know, I picked up some Heaven Hill 6-year. I believe it was the second store I went to. And I was like, there's no way I'm not coming back with a bottle of this. Travis got one too. I do have the other Heaven Hill behind me. Not a contender. They're both great in their own right. However, just be able to have something on my shelf that you can't get unless you went to Kentucky or your friend you went to Kentucky or a family member in Kentucky. And at that, it's not everywhere in Kentucky anymore. No. We heard rumors that they're going to stop producing this as well. So this might be the first and last bottle I ever get. However, it's mine. Travis has one, and it'll be here right next to my Williams.
I agree with you. Next for me this is the one bottle I went actually to Kentucky to get because we can't get this in Texas. We're very limited on this. And that is Nulu. This is the Toasted Rye. This, I mean, I opened it the other day and you can already see this is a phenomenal, like this. I don't even know what to say. This is a Total Wine Toasted Rye. It's coming in at 115 proof. Well, 114.9, 115 proof. It's phenomenal. I mean, it just is. I mean, I don't know. I really love it. So anybody that's in Kentucky that can get their hands on this, if you want to ship your boy a bottle, let me know because I will gladly get another bottle of that. That was really good juice. So
I think for me, the next one is the most touristy thing I ever did and not the cheapest. Another thing I learned while I was in Kentucky is that distilleries don't always have the best price. I definitely saw this a couple other places priced differently. And like it was early in the week. And I was like, we're going to Maker's Mark. I'll just get it there. Total noob situation. However, I don't regret it. We're talking like $4 or $5. We're not like, it wasn't a whole hell of a lot more. But I didn't get it here in Virginia. And I'm glad I got it in Kentucky. It's Maker's Mark FAE02. Spooky gave me a taste of this the day we landed. I choked on it. I still loved it. I thought I was going to die in the car. Still loved it. Knew I was coming home with a bottle of this no matter what. Yeah. Haven't opened it yet, but I will. I'm hoping that me and Travis get to do a comparison video. I also have 01 as well, so we can stack them up side to side. Whatever, boy toys.
Yep. Mine's a similar situation. So we didn't go to Woodford, but I got this. You can pretty much get this anywhere. I wanted to make sure I got this one. I started collecting these. These are, this is the Distiller Select. Every Christmas, they commission the same artist out of London to make these labels. And so I have last year's, I have this year's. I'll probably start collecting them. I just think they're beautiful, and I love Christmas. I'm a huge nut about Christmas. So for me, that's going to just be a collection piece I have. I opened them. Like, I'm not holding on to them not to open them, but I don't think, I could be wrong, and I can't wait to open that and taste it to see if it's different from last year's. I don't think it should be. It's probably the exact same Woodford Reserve, but we'll see. I don't know. But
all right. Well, then for my final bottle, you guys may remember one of our first videos back when we had the booth with us. He brought on a bottle of Rebel 100, and at the time, I'd never really heard of it. I have seen it, but I wasn't like aware of it. Later this year, you guys know that the Ezra and Rebel Distillers Collection came out, and that got me. And we went to, I'm trying to read the bottle right now, Westport Whiskey and Wine pre-dinner. Was that pre-dinner?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Somewhere close to our hotel room in Kentucky. And I got to taste this Rebel cast strength in the store. And first sip, I was like, I'm not leaving without this bottle. Like, we can go ahead and put this at the register. I'm getting this. It's 120 proof, store pick. And I have nothing bad to say about it. I don't know if we need to do a review video on it, but let us know in the comments if you want to see one. But right up my alley, high proof. Yep. Great. And we actually spent quite some time in Westport Whiskey and Wine. So if you guys go to Kentucky, check them out. They have a great tasting room, reasonable prices, awesome selection, great staff as well. Like, everyone was super friendly, trying to just help us find stuff in our wheelhouse. Loved it. Great experience.
And that's not your last one. You're missing one. But I'll let you think about it.
I forgot about the new riff, so it's
not even new riff. We went to one place off the beaten path, tiny little hole in the wall. We didn't even know if it was open. We just checked it out. It's called Go Blue Go. So this is I got this bottle from there. This is their store pick. This was near our hotel. This is where you got a wilderness trail that you didn't think you'd like. Once again, we stopped at this little place and they let us try all of their store picks. I mean, any of the store picks you wanted to try there, he was just throwing them out at us, trying to get us to try something different. This is coming in at 117 proof. This one, if anyone knows about this, so this is a 3-chord. All right. So we got 3-chord, but this is interesting. So this is a 12-bar reserve, barrel proof. It is barreled on 12/17/2004. It is number 5 of only 126 bottles. So I couldn't find anything on this. I haven't opened it. I tasted it at the store. It was phenomenal. But yeah, this is a real crazy one that I just had to pick up. It was a little bit more expensive than what I normally would like to spend on something that, is not something I normally go for. But guys, I mean, you can't pass up something that's this rare and this cool. So that's the one thing, like Gary was saying about Kentucky, is you find stuff like that, or you go to places that let you taste everything. That's why you go to Kentucky. If you go there thinking you're going to find all these unicorns, you'll see them. but they're going to say, how much is that? Oh, add 2 zeros to whatever that number says. Okay. So if it says 400, add 2 zeros, 4,000. Okay. Gotcha. So that's kind of how it works. It's very tough to find really super allocated stuff.
So fun story about the Wilderness Trail. Once I tasted it, I was actually shopping for other people while I was in Kentucky as well. I told a friend about this, and Travis and I were supposed to go back the next day to pick him up a bottle. We never did it for whatever reason. So I didn't have to. I gave him the bottle that I had.
Oh,
because I told him I'd give him a bottle. So I no longer have a bottle, or the bottle that I had, I surrendered, just being a good person.
You're a good friend. You're a good person. You are. Yeah. That's awesome.
Which, I know no one's watching this video in real time, but he did just open this bottle tonight, or that bottle tonight. And maybe I have a picture of it. I don't know. So we'll put it right here. And he says, well worth the money. Awesome. So that's if great. You guys are ever in Kentucky, we're pretty close to Frankfort. It's called Go Blue Spirits and Wine. Whiskey.
I think so.
No wine. Go Blue Whiskey.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Go Blue.
An homage. I know it's an homage to Kentucky basketball, so I'm all for that too. So, but yeah, I think that'll round out our bourbon hunting experience. Like we said many a times, no whales, but just a bunch of stuff that you can't find where we live, and that was the best part about it. And we didn't pay an arm and a leg for any of this stuff. It was most everything was at retail or close to retail. So that was huge. I think
the bottle and bond wasn't at retail, as I previously stated. And then I saw the Maker's Mark a little bit cheaper, not that it wasn't at retail.
Yeah.
And the Go Blue store pick, I don't have a gauge for that because I don't buy Wilderness Trail. As you guys know, if you've been watching the channel since the beginning, didn't think I was a fan. I'm now willing to bow down and say that maybe I just got a bad barrel.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. And no difference than, like we said about Blanton's. A lot of people are like, oh, Blanton's great. And then unless someone gets like a barrel that's not up their alley. That's a single barrel bourbon. It's bound to happen.
Very true.
So I lived, I learned, and I'll drink another day.
There you go. If there's anything in this list that you guys saw that you want us to do a review on, let us know in the comments below. We're probably going to do a review on almost all of them, but if there's something that you're dying to know, let us know, like I said, in the comments, so that we'll give you our honest thoughts around it. So,
yeah, I think so. I think this will be our last whole video. Well, so looking forward to doing more in 2022. I hope you've enjoyed our shopping extravaganzas throughout this year. And as always, thank you for watching.
Yeah, really appreciate you guys, and happy holidays.